Hey, this is Hans, and it's time for another episode of Instant Noodle Recipe Time. This is the show where I show you what to do with your instant noodles, and today I come very sad about the passing of my good friend Jamie Burridge. He died on February 16th, 2025. He had really bad cancer and had quite the fight with it. I'm just like, it's been a week and I'm really still just torn up about it. So today I'm gonna cook the instant noodle that was his favorite, MyKuali's Penang White Curry. And in getting the post ready for this, I found that they've changed the innards a little bit and the cooking instructions. So this is a new review as well. So that's pretty cool. So, first things first, I'll show you. We have a noodle block, and that's going to boil for 3 minutes. There we go. And we have a paste sachet, a seasoning powder, and a non-dairy creamer, white curry. So I've got a little thing to read you about him that was sent to me by his daughter. Jamie was born December 16th, 1957 in Torquay, England. He enjoyed a childhood of sea swimming, boats, fishing, and tinkering with anything with a motor he could get his hands on. He excelled at school, especially Latin. He also gained a passion for music. In our very small music hall, saw some up-and-coming artists like David Bowie and Prince. Our town is very small, and there's a whole world out there. And as soon as he turned 18, he was off. He carried on the family tradition of nursing and worked as a travel nurse in many amazing places, including the Falklands War. He traveled far and wide, visiting Japan, India, America, Australia, and every corner of the globe. And this is where he got his love of cooking international cuisine and ramen. So he also spent a lot of time in Taiwan, told me all about that. He lived above a little small mom and pop place that they would make this tomato noodle, and every time when he woke up he would smell them. It was just like the same couple making this for ages. And as far as music, I'm making two versions of this video. One that has music that I've licensed that you'll be able to check out, I think, anywhere, and one that has background music that he was into. We were both avid fans of Frank Zappa and Jean-Luc Ponty. He introduced me to him. He's a northern French violin player that played fusion jazz stuff. Super cool. Also a big sci-fi freak. He would often talk about how he came from a planet called Tharg 4, and that's when, and there they would use copious amounts of Desenex, which was a liniment of sorts for whatever ails you. God, what else? I could just go on for days about the guy. I mean, when I would go out walking, I'd see if he was around, and then give him a call on Facebook Messenger, and we would talk for quite a while, usually about food and culture, and he was always fascinated about the politics here and how it was like so much different in Europe, England. He was also in Desert Storm. I don't know if I mentioned that, but he was a medic there. But yeah, really cool guy. Did a lot of... I can't think of really much of anything that he wasn't into. And one thing that he was really into was cooking. That's for sure. And okay, this is the new deal with this stuff. You bring 300 mils of water to a boil afterwards. I've got the paste sachet sitting right here. Let me check something real quick after you do the boil. God, that's small. But, there it is. I'll tell you what, it sucks being blind, but, remove the water, add everything to, okay. So we just need to get this water to a boil, add everything in, stir it up, and we'll go from there. Yeah, so he was really into curry and taught me a lot about curry, especially about an ingredient which I will add to my curries, as long as they're Indian curries at least, forever, which is black cardamom. They come in little pods. Just add it in while you're boiling your curry, and yeah, before you eat it, take it out. But it's got kind of a camphor essence to it. It's really good. But he was a moderator. He joined the Ramen Junkies group on Facebook. If you haven't, you oughta. And yeah, he joined the group and started immediately really pissing people off, because the way he would type was a lot of punctuation, kind of rambly sometimes, but you know, it was good. I understood exactly what he was saying, but people would just lose their mind over grammar and things like that, which was like, okay. And there were people that would leave the group. In fact, we had one of our moderators leave because of him, and I was like, you know, this guy needs to be a moderator. So he became a moderator, and he would stir the pot. I mean, he would get people all riled up about stuff. It was great. It was great. And I don't know if everybody thought it was a great thing, but I thought it was a really, really great addition to the group. And yeah, but I don't know, him and me and the other moderators became pretty good friends. Most of us. And it was good. It was good. And God, I miss that guy. It was nice to be able to talk to him. Sometimes his wife, Susan, would come on and ask me questions about what the hell's going on in America. You know, they're very fascinated by our politics and the ridiculousness that's going on. And yeah, I can say that the last time I talked to him was a good talk, and so that's a plus. I don't think we ever had any negative talk, except about crazy people that were in the group. Yeah, but yeah, into music. One thing we also shared was fascination and love for old radios, and old equipment and music, and oh man, we can talk about that for eons and eons and eons. And food, cooking, yeah. So he was really one of my very best friends, and I think I knew him for about 3 years. I think that's when he joined, was about 3 years. And it was funny too, because I don't really have any friends around here. He was in England. Sometimes I talk to my brother, who's in Jerusalem, and then my buddy Stumpy from North Little Rock is in Arkansas. I live in Washington. I do have a buddy who lives about 100 miles from here that we go and check out stuff every once in a while and go to a movie. But that's like maybe once or twice a year. So most of the time when I'm talking to people, they're from far-flung places. So, which I mean, I don't have a problem with that, but it's kind of interesting. All right. It's time to cook. So let's make some white curry. I went out and I got a special bowl that I saw at the thrift store the other day, rather. and got it to make this one. I don't know. I wanted to get a blue one because he was very, very keen on bowls that were blue, showing off the color of ramen. Instant noodles, you know. Technically, this is not ramen. This is white curry. This is white curry instant noodle. Ramen is a regional dish of Japan. So this is not ramen, but it does have instant noodles. And if you want to call it ramen, I'm not going to get on your case about it. And here is the best part. This is paste. Now, if you've never had this, I highly recommend it. You can get it pretty easily. I mean, you'll find it on Amazon if you're in the States. You might have a little trickier time getting it elsewhere, but you know. But MyKuali is a company I visited in about 11 years ago, in 2014. And they started off as making cooking pastes. And then they thought, hey, let's put noodles with it. And then they sent me some, and I was immediately like, I've never had anything that tastes like this in my life. This is not like an Indian curry, folks. This is a Malaysian curry. This is actually... Oh, wow. This is Nanya cuisine, I believe, isn't it? So Nanya is a combination of Indian, Chinese, and Malaysian. Look at this stuff, folks. Yeah. There's fish or shrimp paste in there. There's a lot of really, really good stuff going on. I don't know if they're making their own noodle now, but at one point the noodle that was in here was a Malaysian company called Vits made their noodle. There they are. Cheers. Noodles good. Very oily, as you can see. Oily broth. Nice heat. All right. Wow. I haven't had this in quite a while, and the packaging will change soon, I'm guessing. I don't know if their export packaging is going to change. The packaging on this one has my logo on it, if you didn't know. But the new one will not, sadly. You never know. They might want to use my logo again at some point, but we will see. Anyways, the new bowl and white curry. So we went, my wife was kind enough because she knew I wanted to do a special bowl for my friend. And we went and hit 99 Ranch Market and we hit H Mart and we put together all the stuff I would need to make a really, really nice bowl of white curry. So first thing I'm going to throw in here, come on. First thing's going to be mung bean sprout. Come on. You guys just aren't behaving today. I like it when they're all straight and they want to do as I want them to do. They don't always comply. That's okay. Well, there's some mung bean sprouts. Another must for white curry is tofu puff. I want to ease you guys over here. Yeah, like I said, this stuff is very oily, and it's really nice. Tofu puff is, it's like you'd expect. It's like, they bake it, they throw it in the oven, and it puffs up. I got fish ball that are cold. You gotta warm them up. There we go. Throw some fish ball alongside. And I've got egg. And you're going to notice this is a white egg. And it's, I boiled it for, they don't really do the soft boiled over there. So I wanted to do it right. I boiled this for 12 minutes.
Dinah-Moe watched from the edge of the bed with her lips just a twitching and her face gone red. Some drool rolling down from the edge of her chin while she spied the condition her sister was in. She quivered and quaked and clutched at herself while her sister made a joke.
We're gonna add in some mint. It's funny because I really like it. If this were later in the year, it would have. I would have my own mint from my garden in here. However, it's not that time of year just yet. So I had to get some at the store. And it's like pulverized, which bums me out, but we'll throw this little sprig right here. I'm also going to add something which normally I wouldn't, but since it's from my buddy, this is Likum Ki Chu Chow style chili crisp oil. This was his freaking favorite. He loved this stuff. So, if I can open it, I'm going to add just a little bit of that. And this is a spoon he sent us. He sent my wife some proper British tea and this spoon. So we both tried the proper British tea. Yeah, and this stuff packs a punch, man. That's some serious business. A little sesame seed. And a little crushed red pepper, if I can find it. There it is. Instead of violently sprinkling it, I'm just going to take a pinch out of here. Over. When I was in Malaysia, they also used pork rind. Pardon me. But yeah, you have a little thing with like fried pork rind at the table. So I was thinking if I could find it, we got something interesting the other day.
Sell uptown. Myself, I wouldn't have no ball, but I'd be raising my laundry.
It may have all gotten devoured. But we got some of this fried pork skin, which I've always thought, it's like, why can't you go to the store and get chicken skin? Because that's like the best part, right? That's why you got a KFC. Anyways, let us rotate.
And swish it around. I'd have me a crop.
Hold on a second, I forgot something, which was an important ingredient that I did not want to forget. One thing you also will find is Chinese long bean, and we found Chinese long bean at the store as well. So I'm just gonna put that right there. Well, come on, don't obfuscate. There. Well, thank you very much for watching. Our best wishes to Jamie's family, and yeah, this has been really hard over here too, and I can't imagine what you guys are going through. So, thank you, and yeah, this has been Hans the Ramen Raider, wishing you enjoyment of your noodles each and every day. Have a good one.
I'm gonna find me a horse.
Shipwrecked sailors stumble on the shore, possibly Papua New Guinea or somewhere like that. They crawl on the sands and see nothing but some human fingerprints. All of a sudden, the tribal chief and his hordes appear on the edges of the coconut palms. He says, "You have trespassed on my kingdom. I choose you two things, death or Bobo." "Okay," said the captain, "I'm not going to go to your heathen ways. I'm a Christian. I choose death." The other 15 sailors said, "I'm with the captain. I choose death rather than your heathen ways." And one remained. "Very well," he said, "I'll take the one." He says, "You want Bobo?" He said, "Yes, I'll take the Bobo." So immediately all the natives bugged him ferociously and threw him into a heap. "Ah," said the chief, "he chose Bobo. No, you choose death. Death by Bobo. Bobo, 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 Bobo." It's an old one. Never mind, chaps. Talk to you later. Ha ha!